Welcome to a Healthy Living video blog, episode number 73 at workoutmaster.com. This is Ruben.
And that is Aram.
Today we're going to talk about chocolate. It's a very delicious episode today. In store for you guys. Ruben just had a big thing of chocolate himself.
A couple pieces. We're talking about big. That's not big. Couple pieces.
We're going to talk about if chocolate is good for it, bad for you. Ultimately, Ruben already had a chocolate, so it must be good for him. I definitely like chocolate, so that does work for me too. So let's tear this one apart. Let's see how our listeners can benefit and what they should be concerned about or watching out for. What do you think?
I'm good with that.
Okay. What do you think?
I think chocolate, as the name says in its Latin root, Theobroma Cacao, is actually the food of the gods. And why do they call it food of the gods? For many reasons. One, because it was difficult to a degree to obtain. It was used for ceremonial purposes and in everyday life as well, not only ceremonial. And it held a very special place in certain cultures of Mesoamerica. For now, we can date back about 3,000 years ago that they've been using actually chocolate, like 1100 BC. So chocolate has been an integral part of their life for several millennia. And then when it came to Europe, it became part of our life. And as you said, we spoke earlier, chocolate has been used for all kinds of occasions.
Yeah.
Sad occasions, happy occasions.
It's chocolate is associated with a lot of usually pleasant feelings. So it's you go to somebody's house, you bring chocolate, you celebrate a holiday, you usually have chocolate. So chocolate is associated with feeling good. On top of that, it has certain chemicals that will make you feel good on its own. It also gets associated with a good feeling on its own.
Chocolate used to get me really confused.
What's that?
Chocolate used to get me really confused.
Why?
When I was a kid, I would do something stupid. My mother would bitch slap me, and then she would give me a piece of chocolate. So I kind of screwed me up a little bit.
So you're iffy about chocolate.
I have psychological issues with chocolate. It's a love-hate relationship.
That's funny. Good thing nobody beat me, so I still like chocolate. Chocolate is a $50 billion a year business. It's humongous. One of the biggest companies in the world starting a business in a chocolate business. It's huge. People love chocolate. The taste buds, I guess, all over the world love chocolate. So this is the thing. Anytime there's a big money involved, we always say there's a big interest involved. And there's some things that you want to be knowing for sure about chocolate. And one of them, they put a lot of garbage in it. Like in any other food.
Absolutely. So let's keep point on what are the good things about chocolate, and let's keep point on what are the not so good.
Okay, let's cover the bad ones. The bad ones, there's a lot of garbage they put. Artificial flavoring, production, and things like that. Soy. I think it's important to have an organic, fair trade chocolate that has nothing but chocolate and organic sugar in it. That will cover the basis for me most of the time.
It has to have, very importantly, the fair trade to avoid, child labor, like it does in about...
Yeah, it's about two-thirds of, I think 43% of production, or 50-some% of production.
Well, if it's two-thirds, it has to be closer to...
66.
66, buddy.
Somewhere around there, 50 to 60%.
That's still half.
Okay. Big part of the chocolate business come from West Africa, where they use a lot of child labor.
All right, and sometimes the coffee that comes from the areas that's not from West Africa, what happens is that they do a lot of deforestation to plant cacao trees and stuff.
Okay.
So the fair trade and that sort of label on the brand ensures you that at the very least they're maintaining the forestry and they're actually doing under shade in the shade of the canopy shade. They actually grow all this cacao, which happens to be even better quality.
Okay. So another bad thing, they put a lot of sugar inside. So if there's a lot of sugar, it can have an ability to create a blood sugar regulation issues, even though it is covered with a bitterness taste of the chocolate. There is still a lot of sugar involved in the process. So you want to be careful with that. What else?
Toxic to pets.
It is definitely toxic to pets, so you got to be careful of feeding chocolate to your cats and dogs, specifically dogs. And what the good things?
Well, it has a high level of antioxidants if it's good quality chocolate, of course. So, you know, the antioxidant effect is great. They also say that it has some sort of psychological effect on the body also as well, because it can increase your serotonin levels. So it can make you feel good, actually.
Yeah, it has some sort of chemical, I think called EAP or PEA or something. Let me check. I have it here.
Don't worry about it.
I have it here.
Wait, those, you know.
It's called PEA. I looked at my cheat sheet.
Okay. Whatever your cheat sheet is. Yes. So, are we in favor of eating chocolate? Of course I am. I would say no if I was just kidding. But I do love it. And I think it's, you know, if you eat in moderation and you eat the right quality, it can actually enhance the quality of life. Because I read studies where actually they mentioned that people that consume chocolate on a regular basis, that doesn't mean I've used it every day, that actually they tend to live longer.
Absolutely.
So it could be due to the physiological or the psychological effects that it might have in the body.
I find one of the greatest ways to consume chocolate is by fair trade, organic cocoa, and make it as a hot drink in the morning.
Good.
It's one of the ways if you don't want to buy, you know, hard chocolate and eat it, so you can drink it too. Anything else you want to say?
I think that about sums it up. We're in favor of the chocolate. We'll give it 2 thumbs up. And stay tuned for more episodes. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, through Twitter, and at the Workout Master webpage.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll talk to you soon.